From a personal standpoint, to be back on the field, log some good minutes, and hopefully I can build off that personally. But always as a team player, and as a player of this organization, you want to win. And unfortunately, we didn't do so.
What is the map still says you guys have a shot? What is the attitude since last 2 games?
Yeah, I think, in general, we would like results to go our way, but I think we've kind of shifted that focus more towards us, and have that that attitude of control what we can control, and that's gaining 3 points, and unfortunately we didn't do so, but at this point we're aiming for 6 points. Up until today we were aiming for 9, and unfortunately it didn't go our way, but I think that's the mindset going forward.
Do you remember a game, I don't know if you guys maybe never played a game where you got a result like this, and I would imagine you're pretty happy with the effort, but knowing that it might not have really been enough?
Yeah, that's footy, and I think that happens quite a bit, and sometimes we don't talk about it because there's not playoff indications on the line, and so sometimes you feel like you have a really good result and you don't get the points you feel like you deserved. And I'm not saying that was 100% this game, but we felt that we had enough to win, and it's unfortunate that we're fortunate that we didn't concede a goal, but also unfortunate that we didn't score. So in the end it might have been a tie, and it might have been a fair result, but we wish that we felt like we did enough to get the 3 points.
How did you think the team responded after the red card? It seemed like you guys actually kept up your momentum decently well from Freddie's goal, even after Talon got sent off.
Yeah, I think the entire second half in general, I felt like we just played with a little bit more intensity, and subs can play a part there. Cincinnati also plays a little bit more defensive just because of the game script, but I felt like even with the red card, like you mentioned, we were pushing forward. We knew what was on the line, and we felt like we wanted to leave everything on the field, and I think that's the attitude and messaging that we've had over the last 5-6 games, because it's crunch time, and you gotta unfortunately live with the result, because you end up putting everything out there. The same storyline, right? We conceded a goal where we felt like we're pretty under control in the back, and now it changes the game, right? We're chasing at that point. We're risking a little bit more. We have to make subs and put guys or send guys forward and risk a little bit more. So that's the most frustrating part, right? We've always wanted to be on the front foot with a good scoreline, a scoreline in our favor, and it just hasn't happened as much as we would like this year.
It's a team sport, but how'd you feel? You got back.
Individually, great, man. Physically, I felt good. Obviously, I felt like I was a little bit rusty, but sometimes having a presence on the field, talking a little bit more, communicating, making runs off the ball can certainly help the team, and that was my goal, my intentions to come in and bring that spark, and as an individual, I felt great to be back on the field, but as a player on this team, frustrated to not get the result, and individually to not score that goal.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You mentioned, the difference between the two halves and energy. Is there anything that you think that needs to change, be different in the first half, so that energy is there in the first half, or is there something that drastically changes halftime for this club?
Yeah, a scoreline I think certainly helps the way we play, right? When you're on the front foot and you have nothing to lose at 1-0, naturally you're going to be pressing a little bit more, and and going for it. When it's 0-0, you're a little bit more cautious, and naturally, I think Cincinnati, it's more of a cage match, right? But then you get risky, right? And you send guys forward, and maybe you play men on men in the back, and we saw that, and it worked, and we created chances, and you have that all or nothing attitude, and fortunately it didn't bite us all the way in the butt, but we definitely risked conceding a goal as much as scoring as well.
Thanks for
Yeah, appreciate it, guys.